My name is Tracy Wright, and I'm the Chief Academic Officer for Cesar Chavez Public Charter Schools for Public Policy. For the CAO support group for the month of February, we had the opportunity to visit DC Prep, the Edgewood Elementary campus, and engage in the instructional rounds process. Basically, we started our time together by taking a look at the performance evaluation system that DC Prep uses. We had the opportunity to look at the way that they defined effective practice in teaching, and then as a group of chief academic officers went to two different classrooms, did observations, and came back and using the tool practiced the process of giving objective feedback based on that evaluation tool. This process was amazing because one of the things that many of the CMOs grapple with is twofold. One, how to make sure that administrators across the system have a common language for how they're defining and describing effective practice. And then two, how to bring teachers in on that process, helping to better acclimate them to the protocol, and then giving them the opportunity to see what exemplary practice according to that protocol looks like. And so as we were debriefing the process, we talked about some of the experiences that leaders at DC Prep have had as they've worked with their teachers in implementing the system. And then we also brainstormed different ways that we could bring this process back to our own schools to use it to further develop this common language around practice. One additional amazing thing that came out of the meeting was many of us are still trying to refine and norm our own teacher evaluation tools, and so DC Prep gave us a wonderful model that we have the opportunity to look at as we continue this work in our own schools. A couple of the challenges we had the opportunity to share strategies around included how to set up a schedule to make sure, especially if you have multiple campuses, that teachers across all of the schools have the opportunity to participate in the rounds. We also talked about how you build a professional learning community around this process, how you get teachers to feel comfortable enough to welcome their colleagues and different administrators into their classroom without feeling nervous or feeling judged based on the feedback that comes out of the instructional round. And then the other thing that we talked about was just norming, how you norm teachers' eyes and their lens to make sure that we're all viewing and calling effective practice the same thing. Since having had the opportunity to engage in this amazing professional development experience with my colleagues, we have reached out to the company that actually created our teacher evaluation system, which is the Marzano Laboratory, and have had a representative come and engage our administrators in this process of instructional rounds. And so just seeing the process, having had the opportunity to participate in it and live through it at DC Prep, really gave us the impetus to reach out and start the ball rolling to make sure that we're able to do the same amazing work next year. Being a part of the CAO Learning Group has been amazing this year. Having the opportunity to draw on the experiences of colleagues who are in a similar role as I am has been uplifting. They've helped me to strategize and address some of the key issues that I'm experiencing in my system, and I've been able to share insight and strategy to help them problem solve in theirs. And so it's been incredibly beneficial. As educators, we always encourage our teachers to have this sense of collegiality in professional learning communities because we know from research that that's what strengthens their practice, and we encourage the same for principals. And I think oftentimes in school districts we forget that those things that are best practices for our teachers and for our school leaders are also best practice for district leaders as well. And so it's been an absolutely invaluable experience for me this year.